Hi guys, welcome back to the third set in today's ASTL Day 2 Game 1 series between the two teams. Oh, I was just like, what is that SCV doing? Was he doing like a proxy for SCV barracks or something? But no, that was just my imagination. Anyways, back to the introduction of today's game. We have the two teams, AfreecaTV and Emtek Redbit, duking it out over a series of 5 games. The first to 3 games will win, and so far Emtek Redbit is leading by 2-0. We had some kind of I wouldn't say that they were two of the best games I've ever seen, but they were quite exciting. First games of Protoss versus Terran, and then Protoss versus Zerg. And in this third game, we have another Protoss player. This is my race, so I'm very, very happy to be casting these Protoss games. And we have 2 players here, Snow, who is the blue Protoss at the bottom left corner at the 7 o'clock position, and we have Royal, otherwise known as Sorry, as the red Terran at the top right corner of the 1 o'clock position, and the map is Revolver. And just to give you guys a little bit of stats before this game gets underway, um, Snow, there's no introduction that needs to be said about him. He has a 53% win rate in the total ASL games. ASL, ASTLs, etc. Versus Terran, he has a 64% win rate, so very, very high win rate at the moment. On the other hand, Sorry, his total win rate is only 34% in ASL tournaments. And he has just a 16.7% win rate against Protoss, so it's very, very one-sided when we think of in terms of stats. And if predictions are to be true, then Snow would easily take this game, which would seal the series 3-0 for Emtek Redbit. So we'll see. We'll see if Royal, otherwise known as Sorry, has something tricky to give to Snow in this game. And Snow is finally going to scout Royal, and he's able to get in before the Marine pops. So he's gonna be able to do a little bit of harassment. And you see very, very good barracks and supply depot and factory placement by Royal just to prevent any kind of zealot rush. And indeed, one zealot is moving forward across the map. It's cross position, so it's a little bit unfortunate for Snow if he tries to do any kind of pressure build, because he will have a hard time to get his army into the base of his opponent. And the Korean commentator was pointing out that actually right now Snow is mining gas with just two probes, so he's saving um, all the minerals that he can, and indeed he built a second nexus, and he's going for the longer game. This Zealot is trying to get into the base, and he's not able to. I guess if he tried a little bit harder, he would be able to, because there were just only 2 Marine and 1 SCV. But I think he's just content just to apply a bit of pressure and just to see if the Terran is going to expand, and indeed the Terran expand. So he's going to try to head back home before this Vulture gets out and eat him alive. This map, Revolver, is very, very large. It's had a lot. Has a big center with a lot of ramps, up down ramps. So there's a lot of reversal of fortune and a lot of repositioning of armies in the center of the map. And the expansion has 2 different entrances to it. One is going to a down ramp, and it's kind of covered by 2. Oh, what is that Dragoon? Why is that Dragoon not following? Uh, Anyways, it's interesting. The Dragoon is taking a longer path just to try to get to the. Oh, why does Royal cancel the bunker? Maybe he thinks that his Vulture is gonna be able to lay mines in time, and so the Dragoon won't be able to get there. We'll see. But in the meantime, Protoss gets his base up first, and I think he's going to go for Robo. Usually in this kind of situation, Snows like to get very, very early Robo, and he's gonna. Well, we'll see if go for Observer first, just to feel a little bit safer about the mines around him, and just to see what the Terran is doing, or he's gonna go straight for Reaver, because in cross map position it's oh, look at that. So it looks like he delayed his cybernetic score to get his nexus up a little bit faster. Yep, so it looks like Snow has decided to go for Observer first. This is gonna make him feel a little bit comfortable, and he's gonna be able to clear the minefield at his third base and be able to get that third base on the way very, very quickly. Looking at the Terran base, what is that? Is that an academy? Yes, academy and an armory. So he's gonna try to get those upgrades up very, very quickly. And this Protoss probe is coming out here just to try to expand, but it looks like he doesn't get anything done. And the Vulture is taking is trying to get in there and try to scout him, and but we have some blue stuff around it. Is that a dragoon? Is this dragoon able to capture that vulture? We'll see. But nope, the vulture gets in. No, that's just a pylon. So yeah, so anyways, it looks like Royal has an idea that Protoss is going observer first, and you know, because observer is going to be able to clear that mine. So he said, oh, is that going to be a Stargate? I mean, that is a location where he hides stuff usually, and we'll see if Protoss is going to go for a Stargate. Yeah, that is a Stargate. So I wonder what is the cybernetic score that was spinning earlier. I thought it was a late Dragoon range, but maybe it is weapons 1 upgrade. So we'll see. But Terran is building his ComSat station, and he's gonna scan. So what is really important at this point is where does he scan? If he just scanned the expansion and the main, he's just gonna find 2 gateway, a robo, an observator, but no robotics facility. I know what is that? The thing that allows the reavers to make. So he's gonna think, okay, maybe that building is somewhere else on the map, or he's gonna think that, oh wow, that probe was able. Yeah, so that scout, that scan got him nothing. He just sees everything as usual. So I think that cybernetic score spinning before was delay goons finally. I think the delay goon range, because first weapon upgrade for air, it takes a long time. Okay, the second scan is able to find what he wants to see. Yes, that's right, because he didn't see the Protoss expanded in his previous check. So yeah, so this is what I was gonna say, guys. Immediately when the Terran knows that the Protoss goes for carriers, he's gonna make a decision. Either he moves out or he expands. So that's exactly what he decided to do, and this is what a shuttle in the first game in today's series was not able to read correctly. When he sees that Terran didn't expand and Terran also didn't apply pressure, he just did nothing. Whereas what happened in that game was that the Terran had a hidden base. So I think Snow is gonna take some lessons from Shuttle in the previous game in this series, and he's gonna try to apply a little bit of pressure as well as take his third base. So we'll see. And Protoss is also gonna have to do with what he has right now, because his carriers are not yet built, and even if they were built, there would be no interceptors. Wow, I'm very surprised that Terran didn't just use a scan to kill that observer, because at this point in the game he has just a few units, and you know, knowing where his army is very important for the Protoss, and exactly that's what happened. Protoss is able to, oh, good kill, and he lost 1 Dragoon in the process, but one Dragoon to trade for 1 tank is, you know, is a good trade, and Protoss is gonna do that all day. And so the Terrans decide to back off. He says, you know, I lost the first advantage of the engagement. I had a poor engagement, so I'm not going to push my luck. I'm going to wait for some reinforcements. But he's keeping tabs on what the army of the Protoss is doing. And at the same time, Terran has taken his third base. So it's, you know, at this point, the two players have the same number of bases, but when the Protoss is playing carriers, this is fine, guys. It is fine to let the Terran take 1 base, even 1 base more than you is okay in some circumstances. What matters is you don't lose your carriers. You don't lose your first 2 carriers. You don't lose your next 2 carriers. You know, if you have about 5 carriers, that's, you have a very, very good solid advantage. And carriers are so mobile, and they you know, they last a long time. So you know, that's what the Protoss is looking for, is a critical mass amount of carriers. So anyways, while waiting for the carriers, Protoss will have to make do with whatever he has, and he sees that the Terran has retreated from this middle map position. He has taken refuge in the top part, and a little bit closer to his third base. So Protoss is content just to keep the Terran there. But these vultures are going around. These vultures are gonna eye for this position. Yes, exactly. That's at the 9 o'clock position. So luckily that Protoss is able to get that position up. But the question is are those vultures gonna get there when the when the probe transfer or before the probe transfer is going to be able to force a cancel on the cannons or what we'll see, because right now the Protoss armies are out of positions. The 5 Dragoons are so far ahead and the rest of the army is back in the main base. Yep, so these guys arrived, and are they going to be able to force a cancel on the cannon? I think they're going to be able to force a cancel on the cannon, guys. And Protoss move about just 2 Dragoons back just to handle the situation, but no, the Vultures take flight right away. And the 2 carriers arrive so fast, guys. Where are the Goliaths? I mean, oh my God, the Goliaths and the Marine only now they arrived at the battle because they were positioned in a completely different location. Oh my God, this is so good for Snow. Snow able to pick up 2 tanks, so he's gonna feel so relieved that there's gonna be no push coming up, because 2 fewer tanks from a Terran army of about 6 or 7 tanks is a lot, guys. And oh my God, he's gonna lose another tank. He's going to lose another tank, I think. Or okay, the Protoss decided that I'm not gonna risk my luck here, guys. I'm just gonna come back after doing a little bit of harassment. Oh my God, 3 Stargate. That's a lot of Stargates. And now the Protoss decided, to just to contend, just to hang out here and to keep the Terran at bay. And he needs to be transferring probes to his 4th base, guys, because I don't think that 4th base anything right now. Maybe it has something. We'll see. Oh my God, the Protoss movement is just so good. He's able to move his carriers to strategic locations. He's just kind of like dancing, back and forth, and gaining the upper hand. And the tank, the Terran player, Royal has lost 3 tanks already, and Snow is in a comfortable lead at this point. You see, usually when you play carriers, you would have on a little bit like a equal side with your opponent, but Snow is a little bit ahead in supply. Actually, not a little bit, he's a lot ahead. And he has 3 carriers, and his armies are well positioned. He needs to have, yeah, look at that again. Army placement is so good, and that is the feature of this map, guys. You need to be constantly moving your army to better locations on the map. Very good snipe of those Goliaths. And now Protoss is is quite comfortable. His bases are well protected. There are cannons at every single bases, and his probes are transferred already. His Dragoon is holding the ground. Well, you need to yes, that's good to retreat. It's very good timing for the retreat of the Dragoons in that locations. And now look at that. Protoss has 6 carriers. 6 carriers is an amount of carrier that the Terran has to begin to fear, because they will one-shot tanks, and they will do inexplicable damage to Terran's units all around the maps. So the Terran is going around with vultures. He's gonna say, I have to use different tactics. I'm gonna try to snipe some drones or to just harass some bases, but oh my God, he's gonna pick up a lot of probes. Snow needs to move his probes. He needs to move his probes to the southern part. But anyway, Snow it says, I don't care. I'm just gonna kill off your vultures. And what is it? 6 carriers. What is the upgrade on the carrier? We'll just take a look at that. It is no. Is this a weapon upgrade? A second weapon upgrade already? Okay, another tank pickup, guys. This is the feature of this map, is that it's so wide open, but for some reason, Protoss keeps on winning battles. These kind of open maps are supposed to be good for tank, because they will be able to freely chase the carriers. But Protoss has an advantage, I think. And now, oh my God, another bad position of the tank. It's really hard to play as Terran against this kind of build, guys, because you need to constantly reposition your army, constantly replenish what you lost. For example, if in the previous battles you lost too many vultures, you need to get more vultures. If you lost too many Goliaths, you need to get more Goliaths, because if at any point your army has an imbalance, Protoss is gonna crush you. Protoss is gonna just kill stray tanks, or the units that are not protected. And at this, oh my God, no, that is fine. That is fine for the Protoss. He's able to protect his bases, and now Protoss has 5 bases, guys. 5 bases going for him, and that's very good. But these vultures are gonna just get a few kills, but no worries, because at this point Protoss has 5 healthy bases, fully saturated. And oh my God, there's something that is moving in the top left corner. Is it just one vulture? Ah. I don't know what that is, but anyways, Protoss decided to move down the ramp, and maybe that was a little bit of a hasty decision, because there's a lot of Terran stuff. But he's gonna snipe some tanks. Yes, he's very good, Snow. He's before retreating, he just doesn't forget to snipe the most front position tanks, and that's what wins him the game. He just keeps on winning these little engagements, and just kind of keep the Terran forces and the Terran number of tanks down. He's gonna snipe another tank. Nope, that tank is way too far forward, and Protoss decided to back up a little bit. It's gonna snipe yet another tank. I mean, this is and Terran unsieged at the wrong location, because now he's fighting uphill against dragoons and carries, and I think the game is gonna be. I was gonna say that the game's gonna be over soon, but just as I said that, the tank was proving to be too strong for the dragoons, and he's sorry is trying to snipe some carriers, and Snow has decided to sack some of his dragoon to save his carrier, which is a good decision because carriers cost a lot more. But now the Terran is inching forward. But you know what? Looking at the size situation between the two players, I think that Protoss has nothing to worry about, guys, because his bases are very healthy. While this base over here, the top left corner, is not yet that saturated. You see, Protoss is as Terran is expanding like crazy, because in this matchup you need to expand. Even if the Protoss kills it, you just need to keep on expanding, because carrier is a little bit too slow. So you have a little bit of mobility. You can try to use vultures to harass bases, and you need to pick up positions in different places on the map. And that's how Terran could win this game against the carriers. And now Snow has decided to split his army. The Dragoon is going to the bottom right corner to clear out this new base, while the what is that? Is that 10 carriers? 10 carriers with, I think, weapon 3 by now. It's gotta be no. Oh, I am not sure what is the upgrade situation on this on these carriers, but right now Protoss is alive and is kicking, guys. He's gonna clear out this map, whereas his carriers is abusing the Terran like hell, guys. He's able to clear out another tank, and Goliaths by themselves against carriers is useless, because they are able to just keep the carrier at bay, but to advance and to break down um, um, bases, you need tanks, and that's what they're doing. These tanks are moving forward, but they're too far forward, I would say, and I think that the carriers are going to be able to snipe them. Yeah, exactly. The tanks are just alone in here, and oh my god, the Goliaths are way too far, and these tanks just becomes food. They're the food for the carriers. He got five tanks already without losing a single Goliath. Now he loses, sorry, without losing a single carrier, but he just lost 2 carriers. But that's okay, because he has the high ground advantage. These 6 Dragoons gonna hold 10 Goliaths easily, guys, unless the tanks are siege, and the tanks are not siege. So another carrier is picked up, but no worries, because Protoss is reinforcing with tons of Dragoon, and these Dragoons can do a lot of wonders against these Goliaths, and I think that's gotta be GG, guys. Yes, Royo taps out. GG. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and today's series we have concluded with a 3-0 victory for Emtek Redbit, and it's a little bit regretful, because I thought I saw Kim Tae-young's name in the lineup for Africa, but we don't see him today. Bisu, is that the real Bisu? We hope to see him in the next series with AfreecaTV, guys. See you later.